And how do you get a chance to get in there and do that? What's given you the opportunity to do that?
The site is being redeveloped. It's going to be a new European headquarters for Bloomberg, actually, and as part of the sort of planning requirements for the redevelopment, archaeologists are allowed in to excavate where there's going to be new basements or new foundations. So we recover the information before it would get lost.
Do you go and approach them, or is that just a matter of course? You ask, do you want to dig this or do you not?
It's a sort of requirement, really.
Yes. Whether there's anything there or not. Did you know there was going to be anything there?
Initially we thought, because the site had massive buildings on it, built in the 1950s, we thought there'd be nothing left. But then we did a bit of research and found out in one corner and along one strip there is surviving archaeology. And what's so amazing and so incredible, what makes the site incredible, is that that strip of archaeology is over the Walbrook stream, which is a lost river of London.
Really? Really? Now, amongst the things you're digging up, what have we got here?
This is a Roman, it's a bone-handled knife. We've had about 40 or 50 of these. Normally the metal and the bone would decay on other sites, but because of the waterlogged conditions on this site, we've got excellent preservation. So this would have been a sort of bit of Roman sort of, personal protection. This, again, absolutely fantastic preservation. This is a Roman shoe. It's a particular sort of quite delicate shoe.
Yes,
it's not.
It's incredible that it's still like that.
It's like an ankle boot. Almost.
Yeah,
yes,
they're absolutely amazing. Again, we've had hundreds of these from the site, and what's quite sort of emotive is you can see the marks that people's feet have made in the shoes.
Yeah.
This is an incredible object. It's actually about 1.20 meters long. And nobody's seen anything like it before in the whole of the Roman Empire. Roman archaeologists, we've been sending it around, pictures around Europe, nobody's spotted what it is. It's possibly part of the furnishings of a chariot, and it's got a little warrior in the middle of it and some sea monsters on it.
We should set that as a sort of quiz question or whatever, if anyone's ever seen anything like that.
Yeah,
before.
any answers.
Could you just go back to the sandal, Charlotte, as well? And one question I want to ask you about that is, does that in any way suggest that our climate has changed over 2,000 years? Because, presumably you would have thought, you described it as a boot, but it's not really. It's more like a sandal.
It's more of an indoor shoe, this. I mean, we also get Roman hobnail boots, which the Roman army marched on their hobnail boots. They're much tougher. This has actually got very, very soft leather. So
Charlotte's pointed out to me there are a number of what you term, Charlotte, phallic symbols.
Well, there are some ones
there as well. What was this Roman obsession
up
with fertility? What was this all about? Which I don't think we should really show on screen. But anyway.
Yes. Well, actually, we have had more of these little phallic symbols on the site than any other site in Roman London, which again is quite interesting. But the sort of, it was a good luck charm. It was a sort of humorous, not seen to be a sort of rude imagery, but good luck, vitality, and a bit of humour as well.
Yeah.
So we've had quite a few of these little good luck charms.
And listen, knowing that you've found all of this under the one site, how frustrating is it for you then, obviously, with the size of London, to think what could be underneath all those buildings that you just can't get to?
Well, we are getting to quite a lot. Every time a building gets developed, we see more, and it's adding to our picture of Roman London or medieval London. But it's good that some of those archaeological remains are preserved for future generations to look at. So we're not too frustrated.
Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. And what's your time scale, this window of opportunity you have for this dig? When have you got to get out of there?
We'll be finishing the main part of the dig in the next couple of weeks. So we're really getting right down now to the earliest layers, which is all about the founding of London. So very, very exciting. So we've got a couple of weeks left for the main dig, and then hopefully we'll have all the answers.
Okay, lovely to share in your excitement for the whole thing. I just wonder, Sophie, do you ever get frustrated when you look at the buildings there are today, and you in your head will see the plan, you will know the way it used to look 2,000 years ago. Does that put you full of despair, or are you happy with progress?
I think as long as there's a mixture of old and new buildings, I think that's good, and no, not despairing.
Okay, and these objects, do you then place them in your museum for display?
The great thing, they'll be conserved and looked at and investigated for the next sort of year or two, and then hopefully a lot of them will go back onto the site. Bloomberg are building a new sort of exhibition space on the site, so we're hoping a lot of them will go back there.
Good luck to you. Thank you very much, Sophie.